Raise the Roof Production.
Well, you'll never know the heartache of looking a grown man in the eye, and he asks, am I gonna make it? And you've gotta lie. Well, they call me Doc, but I ain't got no degree. When shit hits the fan, they're calling for me. From bluegrass Kentucky, with red blood on my hands, nobody calls me hero except for my friends. Yeah, they call me Doc.
Hello, brothers and sisters and American patriots. Welcome to another episode of Sick Call with Doc. I'm your host, Rod Doc Wahlberg, United States Navy. With me always, Joe Misfit Glenn, United States Army Combat Medic. In the back, Brian Roof. We all know him and love him. And today's a really kick day really nice day because Joe and I and Brian, we were looking over the last couple of seasons, and what we realize is that there's such a disproportionate amount of men and a very small portion female veterans that are even anywhere to find, let alone come on the show. And I was on a chat call with Vets Grow for Vets, and lo and behold, we find this lady, Cherry Simmons. She was in the Army, did administration work, and then she turned over to the Navy and became a second-class petty officer, Aviation Ordnance. Cherry Simmons, welcome to the show today.
Appreciate you, Doc. How you doing? What's up, Joe?
What's up, man? Welcome.
Can't wait to hear your story again, because I already heard it once. So this is a recap for me. I love it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Happy to be on the show. Hi, everybody. I'm Cherry, small girl from Georgia, small town in Georgia, man. It's called Vienna, Georgia. I'm a real country kid, man. Raised by my grandparents. I've been somewhere everywhere, bro. I don't know, bro. I lost a lot, to be honest. I lost a lot as a kid. I lost a lot growing up. I lost plenty of people. So I guess when I meet good people, I really try and hold on to them. Me and you, we noticed something about each other. We realized that we were both talking to kindred spirits, bro, and I appreciate that. Thank you for that, for recognizing that in me, Doc. I saw the same in you. That same light, brother. That same light. You could tell you have a great soul. I can tell just talking to you for a little while that I've talked to you that you have a beautiful heart, bro. I appreciate this opportunity, most definitely. Thank you. But yeah, both Army and Navy, bro. Man. Y'all tell me what y'all want to hear. What kind of story? I got plenty of stories, brother.
When you watch the Army-Navy game, who do you root for?
That's funny. Right. Hey, for real, I try my best. I try my best to stay out of that game. Yeah. I try my best to stay out of that game. Honestly. But the times that I am in it, I do go Navy. I do go Navy. I'm gonna keep it real. I do go Navy.
Something about it.
It's something about it, man. It's just something about it. I tell a lot of people if given the opportunity, I honestly would choose Army because I feel there are more bad Navy commands than there are Army commands.
I wouldn't doubt that.
It's so many. It's easier to get in trouble in the Navy than the Army. I tell people that all the time.
Because we have standards.
Yeah, whatever.
Gotcha.
Oh man, it was definitely easier. Not that I was prone to trouble or anything like that. It just a lot of friends. I've seen a lot of friends go out in a lot of ways that you'd be shocked. I had chiefs that were in prostitution rings. I had so much can go wrong in the Navy, man. But I did have many blessings because of my tenure in the Navy, and I got to meet so many great people, and create family with some of those people. Honestly, I have friends to this day that I still talk to every day. I still hang out with all the time. Some actually live here in Texas where I live. I'm grateful for the opportunity, the rights to travel, everything that I learned culturally. A lot of scary ass moments. I could definitely tell you that, a lot of scary ass moments. I have a couple of stories. If y'all want to hear them.
Well,
My most fondest, the one I told you, Doc, the submarine story, man. That's the that has to be the top scare of my life, honestly. Being a kid that's from the hood, I mean, you hear gunshots all the time, but having a submarine under your ship and you don't know it is probably, it has to be the scariest shit ever, bro. But yeah, we were pretty much dead in the water. It was like we lost comms, everything. I think we was moving in I want to say one engine. We had one engine. We was barely moving in the water. Scary ass moment. I've never seen the ocean so still. That kind of made it worse.
like
I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all ever been on a boat or anything, but there are moments where it is super still, where it's like you're on a lake or something, and that, I think that's one of the things that made it worse, that it was so still. We're moving in the water. We got a destroyer, cruiser, relieving every couple of hours, I believe, because they had to go fuel up. I know the kid had to relieve us and go refuel up from a tanker that was we really didn't know comms. Like, again, we didn't have no comms, no nothing. We pretty much power almost everything out, so it's kind of hard to give an exact coordination of where you were, how far everything were. But for the ships that did, I know the kid had to go back to get some fuel. They were about out of fuel, so they had to go to a tanker, man. And another ship came in its place, and as that ship was coming in its place again, I think at this time, bro, I was literally about to sit down and have chow. Literally about to sit down and have chow, and out of nowhere, out of nowhere, I got my earpiece in, because at this time I'm an AO, but on this ship, because it was the first of its kind, they had converted me to a GM in a way. So
gunner's mate.
I'm about to sit down and eat, and I have my earpiece in still, and all you hear is, "You guys know you got a fucking submarine under you?" No, we don't know we got a submarine under us. So at the same moment that he said it in my earpiece, you hear over the intercom, "Snake bite, snake bite, snake bite. This is not a drill. Snake bite, snake bite, snake bite. This is not a drill."
General quarters.
I got one good bite of food in, bro. One good bite of food in. I think we was having like some beefaroni type mac dish. Got one good bite in, bro. And I had to run. And the way, like I said, the puller, it was a new ship, first of its kind. It was an ESB. The way that it's made, I had to run up like 4 flights of stairs just to get to security, to get my 240, my vest, my helmet, and haul ass up another flight of stairs to get to my mount, to mount my 240, make sure everything else situated, helmet, vest, everything, and point at the fucking water. What can I do? Point at the water with a submarine, bro. It's a sub. I don't think the 240 is really going to do anything to a sub, but all right, here we go. We're going to have at it. And as we're doing this, bro, I kid you not, bro, I'm a little scared, a little nervous, but a little ready at the same time. You got so many emotions going through you, because never in a lifetime do you think that this is going to happen to you. You just happen to be dead, no comms. Now I'm starting to think they fucked up our comms. They made us stop in the water some type of way, because I feel that it was very weird that we just lost everything in the water. Everything. We're pretty much dead. So they let all the helos off the top of the ship, bro. Out of nowhere, bro, you see the sub come up. Sub come up. The helos just flying around the sub. I guess who's ever in charge on their ship come up. Who's in charge of our ship get off the helo. They go to the sub. They talk it out for a minute. Next thing I know, everything's okay. You talk about somebody shit themselves, bro.
I was going to ask you, what are you worried about a sub underneath your ship? Subs don't shoot up.
Well,
They shoot out.
Man, listen, I don't care. At that point in time, bro,
I'm kidding, man.
at that point in time, it was I guess, finding out that someone was following you like that and you not knowing.
Yeah, getting that close to you and you didn't have no clue.
Not knowing, nobody knew.
vulnerable.
Nobody knew. It was a big shock.
Wow.
And they literally had to go talk it out to see what was going on before any conflict went off or anything. Honestly, we both were somewhere we didn't have no business being. I don't think I can disclose that much information, but we all know that we were somewhere we didn't have any business being.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a moment. That was a moment. I had another encounter. I had another encounter on an H60 of getting shot at.
What's an H60?
It's a helo.
Okay.
Of UH-60. Roger that.
UH-60. Sorry. Just for our listeners who don't, because we got different services watching. I just wanted to, kind of go ahead.
After they right after helo school, thank God, after they sent me to helo school, I like to say I was there for almost a year and at NAS Jax. They had us at NAS Jax. I was still on the puller at the time for this story too. Right when Trump wanted to let everything go on Syria, I was actually a part of that. Not one of the finest moments ever, not nothing to be proud of, but was a part of it. And I don't know, having a random person you can't even really tell from the building just shoot at your helo, bro. Like that probably was one of the scariest moments ever for me as well. Because you always need a ordnance person on the helo in the Navy. Especially it was for us, it was a new ship. It was just supposed to be a small flyover, but it wasn't a small flyover. It turned into something else. And that was the scariest moment for me. And that's when I decided, yeah, I'm done. I'm done after that. They say that it's not too much that you could talk about, so I don't talk about it. For one, I know this is a live broadcast and I'm not trying to go to jail. But that moment there, they chopped that up. The way they chopped it up was sailors had heat stroke. And to me, that's not, knowing that that's not true, that I couldn't continue anymore. I couldn't continue anymore. That's not something that I want to do anymore.
Couldn't believe in the mission no more.
Yeah, I'm not, that's not what happened. So why can't we just tell the truth of what happened?
Right.
And for me, that was an eye-opening moment. And I came back home to a lot of domestic issues within my household, and my command, who you would have thought would have backed me, knowing how great a sailor I was, especially had just got a good conduct medal, had just got a NAM. They didn't back me. And that's why I always tell people today, or sailor soldiers today who I know that sign up, be weary of the command. Just go there, do your job. It's good to make friends, but make sure that a friend is really a friend before you call them a friend. Make sure, hold your chiefs accountable, hold your higher ups accountable. I always know that they have higher ups, and sometimes it's okay to not follow the chain of command, because sometimes following the chain of command can really get you fucked. I don't mean to say it like that, but it's the truth. It can really get you fucked. Just go in with a good heart. If I could tell any, go in with the right intentions. Go there to do your job and to protect your country.
and be the
knowing and
best.
hoping that you're making a difference in this world. Because sometimes some of the things we do, we know in our hearts that it's not the right thing, but we got to complete the mission. So I tell anybody, just know what you're getting yourself into. It's not for everyone. It's really not for everyone. I'm grateful for everything that I've been through, every place that I've went. I've went to so many countries, and I'm very proud of the service that I served for my country. But I also know the bad that came with it. And a lot of people don't talk about the bad. They just talk about the good, but you really got to be weary of the bad that comes with this lifestyle. I'm glad that we all got through it. Each one of y'all got through it as well, but not everyone makes it through.
Nope.
And
No.
you also gotta, even alive, not everyone makes it. They don't come back whole. They don't come back okay. That water can do something to you. Just being out there for periods and periods on time can do. Look, it's people that jump off the boat, bro. It's people that jump off the boat. It's people that put their guns in their mouth. It's people that kill themselves in their holes. Just make sure that it's something that you're ready for, because it's a lot of kids that go and they're not ready, bro. They're not ready for what comes with this life. So if I could tell anybody anything that wants to join and wants to be a part of this great brotherhood, because it is a great brotherhood. Let's not act like it's not. It's an amazing brotherhood. I still have my mentors. I still have my friends, my family that I've made. But I also want people to know what they're doing when they join the service. Because it is just that. You're doing a service to your country. And if you look at it any other way, something's wrong.
I agree.
And try to get some school. Take advantage of the GI. Do that piece. If you're not going to be a
I most
lifeguard,
definitely
get
am in
something out of
school
it.
right now for video game programming degree.
Nice.
I have a passion for video games. I always wanted to create my own. So I say, why not go to school for it? And most definitely using my GI Bill. I don't want people to just use it for the school. Don't. That's a plus. Yes. All our benefits that we get now is a plus, but look what we had to go through to get it. And we're still fighting.
It's a sacrifice for sure.
Still fighting. You're right.
I just, if anything, bro, I just want people to be weary and please get all the knowledge from good people, because there are some bad soldiers, there are some bad sailors, there are some bad Marines, airmen. Make sure you get your advice from the right people that have both good and bad experiences, so that you can know how to weigh your pros and your cons. But it's definitely a sacrifice, Joe. Most definitely the perfect word. It's definitely a sacrifice.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, all the benefits are worth it as long as you can get them. I'm still fighting for some things, man. But as long as you can pull through and get what you need out of it, then yeah, every bit of it is worth it.
Agreed.
Some people don't get that lucky, Doc.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I talk about that. I never had to go over and serve. And Joe's like, thank God you didn't have to, bro. You're not carrying that shit on you, man.
Yeah.
Godspeed,
It's
I
heavy.
never looked at it like that. I looked at it like I didn't get to do it, and like I've lost something, blah. So Trey, listen, you mentioned young. You touched on, you had a lot of losses when you were younger. What I'm wondering about was, who was the cherry who signed her name on the line? What were you like then? What was life going? Help us, give us some background to get to know you a little bit better.
Prior military, I was a lost kid, man. I think I knew what I wanted when I signed up for the Army. Straight out of high school, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to get the hell away from home. Serving my couple of years, end up running physical course. The wall it was kind of weird, because it was the upkeep of the wall. It was kind of weird, honestly. It just broke, bro. I was finna hop the wall and it just broke. And I guess the girl behind me, she probably just thought I fell, but I didn't fall. The wood chipped and I fell. And when she hopped up, the same thing happened. The rest of it came on down, and she landed on my shoulder so ugly, bro. Like the way, cause I was getting up at that point. I was picking myself up, and she was coming down.
Mm.
And when she came down, all her weight just crushed me, bro. Yeah, so they put 2 screws in my shoulder straight out of high school. I was probably my 3rd, 4th year in. 4 years. I did 4 years Army, so I was in my 4th year. And they wanted to med up me right away. I don't know why. It was weird. Like it was a quick med up process too. So here I am. I'm a kid. I'm getting paid a little bit.
Under medical for the
yeah.
shoulder?
Yeah, they med up me quick. I was getting a little check because my grandfather he was prior Vietnam, and he taught me a lot. He said he don't care if it was a paper cut. Go to medical. That was his main thing.
Yeah.
He didn't care what happened, just medical it out. Everything should be documented. So here I am. I'm young. I'm 18. No, I'm 20. I'm 20 at this point. I'm 20 years old. I'm getting a little money every now and then. I start, bro, I just stopped caring, bro. Like, yeah, bro, I got my own apartment now, bro. Not too many people can say they got their own money, their own car, their own apartment or anything. So I had all that. My brother got out of jail, and I started hanging with the wrong crowd. I put it that way. I got into it with the wrong crowd. Started doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. I started selling drugs. I started partying a lot. I was taking some drugs, X mostly, X weed, never nothing harder than that. But yeah, partying every night, drinking. A couple of wild night shootouts, everything, bro, that you could think of that a young black kid from the hood would get into. I'm not trying to sound stereotypical, but that's the truth. My brother hung himself in prison. He got caught again, had to go to jail. He hung himself. And that was my eye opener. I'm starting to pay attention to what's going on around me. Starting to see that the people who I call friends aren't really friends. Just seeing life from what it was, and then realizing I was lost as fuck.
You woke up.
And from that moment, bro, no, I think it was my grandma telling me she was disappointed in me, honestly.
Ooh.
It was that conversation as well, not just the loss, but it was the conversation of the person that mattered the most in my life. And I was just like, bro, I don't know what to do. But my brother, the one that hung himself, I was like, bro, just go back in the service, dog. Why you just won't go back? Like, you so smart, you're not supposed to be here every day. He's like, you too smart to be doing this shit. Like, I don't know why you sitting out here with me, but you sitting out here with me, but you too smart. Every day he tried to teach me in his own way the knowledge that I needed to make it. And it touched, it registered, it went through me. All the knowledge that he taught me, I retained it. I learned everything I learned from a drug dealer, but I think it was because he couldn't be that person.
Yeah.
He was stuck in the life that he was stuck in, but he seen something in me. He saw himself in me. And he wanted me to be able to do what he couldn't do, which was leave from where we were from. And him and my grandmother, honestly, that's who I really give my credit to. Of figuring that out, figuring out how to get away where you're from and grow. And for that alone, I'm always trying to help people. I'm always looking out for the smaller guy. I find myself always trying to, family that's stuck there, friends that's stuck there. I open up my home to them. Not everybody is receptive. Not everybody. You can't save everybody. I need everyone that's listening to this or watching this podcast to know that you cannot save everybody.
Not everybody.
It's not your job.
Yeah.
It's honestly not your job to. But for that, it's gonna always be that one that reaches out to you. It's gonna always be that one. You're gonna know it. Your heart gonna feel it.
Yeah.
It's gonna always be that one.
There's
Please
no
say
shortage of veterans reaching out. It does happen. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
And so you can be very busy just doing that piece of it and trying to chase somebody who doesn't want to hear.
Right.
You know, so I get that. You know.
And with that going, I'm really spiritual, and so I think of vibrations and energies and stuff like that. And you have to be on the same vibration, the same energy, in order to hear each other. And sometimes when they're in their dark places, and you're actually doing pretty good, well, the vibrations and the energies are just off. It's unfortunate. We all, as healers, want people to listen and hear. But it's not always possible, and you have to be okay with that. At a time, they will hear you when it's time. It's kind of hard to explain and really, really tough to follow, but it's life. Just exactly what you explained, Cherry. It's, you can, like what your brother did for you, you guys were on the same level, and you heard him, and that was what saved your butt right there. And really good on your brother, man. Really good on your brother for recognizing that he didn't want that for you. Because I know people that wanted to bring me down with them, okay? And I was luckily enough, I spotted that and didn't follow. But for your brother and him to be who he was to you, to understand where he wasn't a good fit for you, and to continually tell you to get the hell out, God bless him for that, man.
Most definitely. I'm definitely grateful for that.
Absolutely.
I think about that every day.
Mm-hmm.
Just for historical fact, let me try to get the story in line. In the Army, later in your Army time, you got hurt, right? And you got out, and all these things you're talking about happened. Mm-hmm. But then you went. How did the Navy take you with a bad shoulder? I guess is where I'm getting at.
So they most definitely put me on waiver for it. First thing first. I had to give up my disability, which wasn't an issue. I was young. I knew I could do the work, so it wasn't an issue. I gave that up. Plenty of paperwork came with that.
Yeah.
After that, they wanted to test the shoulder. The female requirements aren't a lot. So at the age and time, I was like, can you do 50 push-ups? Can you do them right here on spot? Can you do it more than once? So every time I went to MEPS, I had to do the push-ups. And I think I went to MEPS. I think it was like three times. It was 3 times in total.
That's a lot.
Every time I had to do the push-ups, which it wasn't hard. Did the push-ups, no problem. Signed a waiver. Also had to sign a drug waiver because I had got arrested. So I had to do that. And next thing I knew, I was in the Navy. That they made that sound so cool. They made don't get me wrong, I was proud to be an AO. I'm still proud to be an AO. That's the greatest rate in the Navy to me. But they made it sound so cool, man. They made it sound so cool. Not saying that I didn't get to do most of the stuff that he said, because I did end up being a special AO. But for just the bomb humpers alone, bro, they make it sound so cool for us, man. It's they got to stop doing that. That's not the job. Tell what the job really is. Please tell what the job really is. They lie a lot.
All commercials are a lie. You don't know
that. Yeah. They do soup them up pretty good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's take a break. We all take a minute to shake it off. When we get back, let's talk about transitioning out and the things that's transpired and how you've gotten to here. And I remember from our conversation, I know you're a person who really does fucking care about people, and you do your best to help, the shirt off your back kind of person. And I think you need to let everybody know that who you are, right?
Okay.
And how what a badass you are, So, and now let's talk about cannabis and how the things you found has helped you. And where did you learn it from? And did you, the whole nine? Let's go into, and let's talk about the positive, cool shit that's going on in your life now. That you can be the things you're proud of right now. Okay.
I got you.
All right, let's do it. Take a break, guys.
All right.
Hey, y'all. Hot Rod Wally here. Finally, a revolutionary nutrient line that puts the needs of you and your plants first. Easy to use, forgiving, tweakable, versatile, and clean. Utopic Essential Nutrients blends only the most refined raw materials, the perfect blend of plant hormones derived from kelp, along with silica and humates, makes Utopic a powerhouse plant food. From commercial industrial growers down to our beloved hobbyists. Come discover our truth at www.utopicessentialnutrients.com. Come get them.
American made, better known, we are Doc Goodbeard. It's more than just looking good. When it comes to your beard, we believe you can have it all. Thoughtfully designed, unique fragrances, and affordable prices. We strive to provide a line of uniquely scented balms and oils that you won't find in other products. Come on, rock with Doc, and remember, it's all about the beard, man. So what do you say? Let's take that average beard and make it badass. Go to docbeard.com.
And we're back.
And we're back.
When we talked on the phone back then, or at least when we had just a little bit of a conversation, our first one on the Vets Grow for Vets call. And what did we talk about when we talked? We talked after that. I talked about how as soon as I got to talk to you just a little bit, I could feel such a great person right there in front of me. A caring person who goes out of her way to help people. I could just tell you're a caregiver, just by the way you talk. So let's talk about your life from the time you got out, how your transition went, and how we got here today.
Oh man, the time I got out, that was a rough time. I'm not gonna hold you. When we talk about command abandonment, I don't know how to put that in words for people really, because it was such a rough time. I think I was going through a really bad marriage. And being made out to look like someone who you wouldn't even know if you came across them was really hard for me. It was crazy because, like I said, I had just re-enlisted. That was the first thing. I had just re-enlisted again. I had just got a NAM. I had just got a good conduct. And out of nowhere, I popped positive. Now, what was crazy was when you say you absolutely don't know what happened, and no one believed, nah, you smoke. Your THC level is way too high. You definitely smoke.
Yeah.
There actually was an accident. And luckily for me in this case, I was able to pinpoint when it happened, where it happened, who was involved, etc., to help my case. During the whole process, I ended up getting two, DRBs? It's two court hearings, pretty much.
Okay.
Two court martials, if you want to call them.
NJP, yeah.
And they took my rank twice. From both hearings, I got my rank taken twice. Automatically. Ended up missing, going on a deployment with my command. They left me behind as well. And this whole time, I'm sitting here fighting, trying to keep my good name, trying to keep my word in telling what happened. Like I said, I had every shred of document evidence that one could present to really
What put the
helped me.
THC in your system, or how did they give you a false positive? How did that
It
happen? What
wasn't
was
a
it?
false positive. It actually was a positive reading. But the story that happened was, I have a friend, great friend. His name is Derek Snowden. He was a basketball player at the time for UConn. Um, Great friend of mine. He lived that way, and I went up to his house for the weekend for a party. Um, Ended up partying. He has a shelf of vapes. It's like a whole little glass case of vapes, and he told me that I could get one. He knew the ones that was THC, and he knew the ones that weren't, but he didn't disclose the one that I grabbed. And he forgot. All right, damn, I've been knowing you since forever. I'm not thinking, okay, yeah, you're in the military. That wasn't a thought to him. You can't smoke this one.
So you thought you were doing a CBD?
So I thought I just had a normal vape, because
no.
that's all we was doing at the time. We were vaping. I was vaping a lot. Couldn't smoke, couldn't anything. So I started vaping. And he said that the top shelf was normal vapes, but it wasn't the top shelf. It was the middle shelf. The bottom shelf was THC, but it was two top shelves. It was two shelves. Instead of just saying it was the above shelf, the shelf above the bottom shelf, he said it was the top shelf. So I grabbed the wrong vape. So I ended up, like I said, I had a bad marriage at the time. And my command also took my rank for something that had happened within my marriage, which was bullshit. Because if I tell you what that was, you'll sit up here and you'll look at me like, yeah, they were playing with you. But I'll ask you a question, and this, you're married, right, Doc?
Oh yeah, I'm married.
Have you ever grabbed your wife's ass?
Every day.
If I don't daily, I'm in trouble, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, why don't
You ever
rub
just
me no
smack her
more?
ass?
Sure,
Mhm.
I have. Yeah.
They took my rank for that.
I don't get into it hard, but
They took my rank for that. And
So wait a minute. So you were under two court martials going on. Each one took your rank. So
Mhm.
does that mean they take your whole rank down to something else? Then you earn it back. They take it one more time, or are they going down
no.
two?
So they took me from E5 to E3. I lost my rank twice.
Oh, so they gave you two ranks down. Okay.
And
Bam, that's brutal.
from that time, at that point in time, I had to pay for 2 houses because they also put a restraining order out on me. Now, I need to know something here, real, for you to get an understanding of what I'm saying. I've never been arrested. The whole entire domestic case was against my spouse, not me. Yet my command put everything on me, even though I was asking my command for help for said situation.
Wow.
I
And
hear that stories like this all the time about the command support is like they don't give two shits.
Mm-mm.
and their way of helping me was pretty much kicking me out my home, having me I had to get a whole nother apartment, bro, on the other side of town, because not only do I have a Navy restraining order on me now, I also have a civilian restraining order out on me now because they got the police involved. Now, I'm going to reiterate this again. Nothing in this case pointed to me as the aggressor. Nothing. Ever. Even through Sapper. Nothing pointed to me as the aggressor. So I'm raising hella questions like, what's going on? Why can't I go to my house? Why can't I get my clothes? Why can't I get my thing? In this process, everything in my house was stolen from me. Everything, bro. Like I lost everything. And for me, that was a lot. Because like I said, again, I had just re-enlisted. I had just got a NAM. I had just got a good conduct. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
So how did it all end up? You end up getting out, and
They put me. I won my case. Okay. What was crazy was I won my case unanimously, 3-0. 3-0. It was a captain It was a captain, a 1-star admiral, and a senior chief petty officer on my panel.
And so both court martials you walked away from?
I walked away from the court martials. They were supposed to give me my rank back. Instead of giving me my rank back, do you not know that they placed me in higher tenure and forced me out? I came to work.
We don't need her talking. We don't need her
work.
talking. We got to get her out of here.
Yeah.
I
You know what I mean?
literally
You know what I mean?
came to work, brother. I kid you not. I came to work. They pretty much held me at work. We were supposed to just do PT on Friday and go home. They held me at work for an entire day on Friday and med forced me through every appointment in one day.
Mm.
Every appointment. And these were appointments that I had already set. They just was weak. So they didn't want me to waste no time on the clock no more, pretty much. We want you out of here for no reason. For no reason.
Mm.
No reason whatsoever. Never been in trouble. Never did anything wrong as far as my career. Never.
It sounded to me like they handled it inappropriately, and they had to get rid of the voice.
I handle everything the right way.
Yeah. Right. They didn't want mud in their faces.
Say that again?
They didn't want mud in their face.
Yeah, you feel me?
I mean? Yeah.
But yeah, after that transition, things were real hard for me. Honestly, because I kind of lost everything I had. Pretty much, it was hard to find a job in Virginia at the time. I ain't have no family up there with me, nothing. The few friends I had a friend that I actually lived with me, but he ended up moving back home. It was a lot at that one point in time. I couldn't do anything, no family, really nothing. And I had to figure out my way through a really tough time. And I did that. Hey, for everything that happened, bro, it happened. I don't live in the past. I try not to live in the past. I believe that life does have a cycle, and every now and then you're gonna go through a bad cycle. We all are. I have that understanding of life, and I just try to live every day. If I could just help somebody every day, bro, that I look forward to stuff like that. I know I told you about Dwayne, the 84-year-old veteran that I was helping. I'm glad to have that relationship with him. I was glad to be able to help him in the way that I helped him. That also created another relationship for me. That's somebody who calls me, and sometimes I forget that he's gonna call because I tell him, "Oh, Dwayne, call me on this day," so I could check on you. I can make sure you're okay because he's a sweetheart. He's a sweet man. His name's Dwayne Miller, 84 years old, and he never had his VA, never. And he's a Vietnam vet. He works in a factory, bro. He's 84 years old, bro. And he should not be there. He should not be there, bro. He shouldn't be there. That man should be home sitting down somewhere, holding his grandkids or something if he got them. He's a sweetheart. And I was so happy to be able to do that for him. And so I'm always, any sailor, soldier, Marine, airman that need help, I don't mind helping anyone. Not just military either. It's normal person. It doesn't matter, civilian, however you want to say it. I don't mind. Especially I'm like Doc. I can sense people's heart when I meet them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard.
Thank you. But check this out. Your boy Dwayne, right? He joined or was drafted, I don't know how it happened, into the Army, whatever branch, early Vietnam. He was, by his age, I just did the math. He was eligible for military service by 1959. Vietnam was kind of gearing sort of up then, and happened, early 60s, I believe.
Early
so.
60s. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 62 maybe. I'm so sorry, Vietnam vets. But But that means your guy was in the heat of the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Never had his VA, bro.
that's
Nothing.
just crazy.
A lot of them didn't want it. They were treated very poorly when they came home, and they just figured it was going to be more of the same.
We're out.
Yep. Exactly. Every story I've ever heard is exactly that. I'm done. I don't want nothing from them. It's unfortunate, you know?
Yeah, I couldn't. I had to help him. Tom just said help him. He told me now he because he was working for his healthcare, I think. And he told me now he can, at least he didn't know that it was free service. So he's like, he could retire. And I was like, yes, bro, you can retire. Please retire, bro. You're 84, bro. Please. Please enjoy what time you got left on this earth. Please enjoy every day of it. That's for anybody.
So is he
enjoy
gonna get
it,
with
bro.
the VA? I'm
The
sorry.
hard don't last. I'm a true believer in the hard don't last. And if it is consistently hard, then I think people should reconsider the people that they choose in life. And because I've had some bad people in my life. I know how bad people can bring you down. I know how bad people can keep you stuck in places where you don't need to be. I'm well aware of it. I think it's most definitely the company you keep. Sometimes family is bad company. Sometimes it's family. It's sad, but it's true. Just keep your eyes open. I tell people, keep your eyes and your heart open, and you'll be able to see.
Yep. Agreed. 100%.
Okay, so guess what? That was the rear view mirror. And now we have the windshield in front of us. What's going on with you now? What makes you proud of yourself today? Tell us about your cannabis and what you do to get your medical concoction that helps you every day. Tell us about, don't you have a significant other now? Things are a little bit better for you?
Oh yeah, life changed
What's up?
drastically. Life changed drastically. That same friend that lived with me in Virginia that I said moved out, had moved back home. He actually moved to California. And we stayed in contact no matter what. We stayed in contact. And he just was like, you good? And I was like, no, I'm not good, bro. I'm back home. That's not good. Because after being put out of the Navy the way I did, I ended up back home. And he told me to come to Cali. He told me to come to Cali. Within coming to Cali, I think I had a job in like 2 weeks. I had a job in like 2 weeks, a great job, working for a semiconductor plant called ASML, which is amazing. I still work for a semiconductor plant now, just another different one. It's called Infineon Technologies. He invited me out, and when he invited me out, my whole life changed, bro. My whole life changed. I started seeing. I've never been to San Diego before. Honestly, I've been to LA, but I've never been to San Diego. And the culture, the people, the air, brother. Even the air was different, mixed with a little ship pollution, but even the air was different. I know my friends, they were encouraging, they were helping, they were just for me to figure out what I wanted. Like we all got it, but what do we all want? We were all on each other like that. Everybody had their own dreams, and everybody was just trying to figure out how to pursue their own dreams. And that's what we all started doing. Me, I ended up with everything I wanted. Like you said, I got married again. Got my own house. Texas is cheaper than California. I can tell y'all that now. Yo, I have no problem finding what you want in Texas, bro.
Buy a bunch.
Yeah. The cannabis side of everything, growing has been fun. It has been fun. It has been therapeutic. It has been upsetting, especially when something don't turn out how you just knew it was gonna turn out how you wanted it, and then it don't. And then you just put so much effort into it, and there are so many different emotions when it comes to getting this flower how you want it, and I've enjoyed it so much. Learning. I'm still learning so much, and I used to just be a person that smokes it.
Right.
So I got into a whole different league.
A whole new
I
respect.
think I started just watching Mr. Canucks videos. That's really how I started. Just watching him, and then I have a friend that lives in DC. He grows himself, and he taught me a few couple of tricks, gave me a few of his formulas. And I have an aunt; she's a chemist, or she had her major is in chemistry, and me and her we came up with a few things. And I love the hydro side. A lot of people don't. A lot of
Are
people
you a
don't.
water sign? Are you a water sign?
I'm not. I'm actually a
Oh,
fire
okay.
sign. I'm actually a fire sign. I'm an Aries.
Oh, that's right. Me and you.
And but I like the hydro side, bro. It's easier for me. It's easier. It's not as messy. So now this year I said I'm going soil. So I've been in Vets Grow for Vets for a very long time. Actually, I just never. I wasn't really engaging in conversation. I was just getting knowledge. And when Rachel put the post up of needing a designer, I designed on the side. And she asked me to do a logo, so I did the logos. And from there, I started really paying attention to the post. Okay, let me pay attention to how these people are talking. What's the community like? Can I really picture myself in a group with these people, talking to these people every day, getting to ask these people questions? Because she had asked me plenty of times, do I ever just want to publicly acknowledge that I'm a member and a part of her team? And I was cautious to it, but something just said, do it. Just you're having fun, man. Just try something new. So I accepted, and ever since I've accepted it, bro, so many good things have been happening to me, bro. Honestly, in terms of just growing. Her putting me with people, you putting me with people. Nice to meet you again, Joe. It's been so many. Actually, a couple of members have actually been to my home already, and it's just been real healthy for me, bro. Like I suffer from anxiety real bad. I have a lot of traumas, as everyone has heard, I'm sure. Growing it keep me home, keep me out of trouble.
Yeah.
It's calming. I talk to my plants when I don't got nobody else to talk to.
Yes.
Busy in the moment. Busy in the
Yeah,
moment.
man, you
Present.
feel me? They like my babies. They like my babies, most definitely.
Mhm.
And it's been fun learning, just learning and getting better. Saying from where I've started to where I am now with it, it's been fun, bro. I've learned so much. I don't really got to make too many phone calls like I did when I first started out. What do I put my light on? How do I know when to change it? I used to make so many phone calls, and now it's just I'm so comfortable doing things on my own, all the way to where I'm starting to want to create my own brand. I'm actually in the process of creating my own brand. And hopefully by next year, I'll be on someone's market. I'm praying for it and hoping for it, because it has been a dope journey trying to create something on my own for people, for help, for many reasons. Not just PTSD, not just the traumas that are going on in their life, the mood disorders, the pregnancy. I just been trying to come up with so many different ways to help and create many strands to help. Shout out to Mike Foshi. Really, so much help from him has been amazing on what he teaches me, and the knowledge that he's just given me alone. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for you, Doc. Thank you for all the knowledge, but I'm very grateful, because I see that what I do can not only help me but help others. And that's something that I'm all about having doing. I know everybody just see cannabis as you're just smoking weed, you're a pothead. It's really way more than that, bro. It's way more than that. It helps in
way more.
so many ways, bro. So many ways. And if people would just open their eyes and pay attention, bro, again, like y'all say, it's just weed. It shouldn't really be an issue the way that people make it issues. It's just weed, remember? But I'm grateful for this journey, man. I'm digging it. Man. And being on this podcast, bro. Thank you again, bro. This has been
You're very
a
welcome.
great experience.
Oh yeah.
It's become our absolute pleasure. I know for me, man, it's been quite a journey, quite a blessing. I already got your name and logo set for you. C3 Cherries Craft Cannabis. Cherries Craft Cannabis C3.
Hey, I
Boom,
like that.
There's your stuff right there. Boom. Isn't it
I
cool
like
though?
that.
So, Joe, this is another reminder. Vets reaching out to other veterans.
Yeah.
You're not always going to connect every time with every single person that you try to help, or to just, hey, bro, And there's another example. She's been in Vets Group for Vets for a long time, sitting on the sidelines, checking it out.
That's exactly how I started. Exactly how I started. And in Vets Grow for Vets and a couple of other ones. And I would just be looking at all the cool posts, people, sharing their stuff. And every now and again, I'd start typing in maybe an answer, my opinion on what you could do or not do, And it started just going. And before you know it, man, it's been a couple months. And here I am. I'm just commenting on people and helping people. People saying, hey, man, that was a good idea. Thank you. Right. Then I started doing little videos. And, well, lo and behold, I do podcasts now with Doc here, And it's fun. Like you say, it's also therapy. It's therapy, not only growing, but teaching other people to grow solidifies your knowledge and is therapy in that sense. And so it's just a win-win. Yeah, it's a win-win.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
Wow. Deep breath.
Yeah, man.
This will be a nap day, huh, Joe?
No. Yeah, right. No, man, I got too much work.
I have no time to sleep. It's not even an option. Yeah. Not even an option. So let me ask you this, Cherry. All the losses, all the trials and tribulations of your life, and through the use of cannabis, a good significant other, and your determination to never give up, never get to that spot where you think something else out there is better than what you're doing up in here. And you took that initiative to say, I won't stand for it. I will never quit. And you haven't. And from that attitude, deciding to be that way, look what's come for you. Mm-hmm. And look what's come for all of us by knowing you.
Yes.
What if I had never known you? What if you had a long list of things that could take you out of here and you didn't do that? Here you are.
I think adaptation is one of the greatest things a person can try to teach themselves. Mm-hmm. You have to know how to adapt in almost any and every situation. Mm-hmm. You have to. And being a kid from Georgia, from the hood of an almost still segregated town, you got to know everything. You got to know how to move. You got to know how to talk. You got to know how to walk. So that when you get to the city, it's a faster pace in the city. Mm-hmm. It's a faster pace in the city. So you got to teach yourself something different. So now you know how to live in the country, you know how to live in the city. If you know how to live in the country and the city, you can live anywhere. Mm-hmm. You can live anywhere. That's all the world is, country and city, if you think about it.
I believe that whole adaptability part is spot on, but I think that starts out as survivability. Where you grew up, like where I grew up in Los Angeles County as a young kid, man, there was a lot. I had to survive just like everybody else. And back in my time in Gen X, we didn't have any. Our parents kicked us out, and you come back when that light comes on, and that's it. And so we did a lot of stuff out there and survived, you know. And it was, well, it's how we are able to adapt to these situations nowadays. So everything builds you up to this moment, man. And so when we're
I
thinking
believe in that.
and how our past brought us down and it was so hard, well, it made us tough now. And look at what we're doing now because of that hard, start. And so it's all a blessing one way or another. It's hard to look at it that way sometimes, but it made you who you are today. And God bless that, right?
Yeah, man.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll put you on the spot. Here's a tough one, man. So let's pretend the 15 million veterans are watching right now, all 15 million of us. In a short paragraph, what's the most important point you'd like to get across to them, being veterans? The best wisdom or advice you think they should hear from you, from Cherry Simmons.
As a veteran?
Yeah. Veteran
As
to
a
veteran.
veteran.
And the world. What would you want them to know? What's a piece of advice that you want to give out today?
Yo, love unconditionally. First off, that's one of the most profoundest things a person can ever say, because it's true. Like, if this beats, bro, I know there's some form of love somewhere. If it beats, like, you don't care how hard life get, bro. Like, one moment can change just off of kind nature. Any bad thing that's going on in a person's life can change just off of kind nature. If I walk up to you, bro, and I don't care if you need $1, I don't care. Like, you could have just lost your mom and somebody just noticed you, the dress you got on. Any small amount of kindness that you can give someone, I don't care if it's in the form of a compliment, it doesn't matter. Give it.
Mm-hmm.
Give it. You can most definitely change their life.
Yep. Agreed.
You never know what's going to happen, too. You're not even expecting it. You're just doing what you do, who you are, and boom.
And as a veteran,
something great happens.
One more. As a veteran, I'll tell all my veterans, get what's yours. Get what's yours. Don't sit in the house and waste away. You can get help. You can get treatment. You can get medical. Don't fail yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. It's easy to do when you get caught up in your own thoughts, man. And that comes to this little gem. Thoughts create reality. Good, bad, indifferent. Thoughts create reality. And so if you're down in your past and it's all dark, well, guess what? Your life's going to be dark. You got to look up and think of those positives. Like I just said, that darkness made you, who you are today in the light. And so just follow that kind of thought process, and things will start looking up if you have a positive attitude towards it.
Yeah. I knew it right away when I met you.
Jerry, is you had positive thoughts and you're like, no, I'm going to keep going. Guess what? Life's looking pretty decent right now.
Yeah,
right
don't throw yourself off. Like, at the end of the day, like, everybody on this earth, I don't care who you are, I know you want something. You want something from this world. We all do. We can't help it. We feel like we're owed something from this world because we really don't know why we're on this world. And go get it. Go get it. Yeah, just don't feel yourself. It's going to be hard. That's the balance. People don't get that part. If you go through the good, you got to understand that you're definitely going to go through some bad. It's a balance. It's good and bad, girl and boy. I'm going to reiterate that again. Girl and boy. I'm sorry. It's there are two sides, bro. You're going to be on both of them. Throughout your life, you're going to be on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you'll choose that side. Sometimes they decide to choose you. But it's always two sides. You're going to go through good and bad.
Well,
So whatever you want from this world, just go get it.
I hope every veteran from here on out chooses life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely choose the right
Believes in
path.
himself and get up again.
Yeah.
Get up again and go get it. Whatever you love. Go get what you love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a choice to sit on my ass, bro, at 20 years old, bro. I had benefits.
Right.
A lot of people say that's a dumb move. You went back. Yeah, I went back.
Yeah.
I went back.
Hmm.
I tell you, I had a great
you didn't
journey.
want that to define you. You didn't want any of that shit to define you.
Right.
You wanted to be who you are.
You had more to give too.
I applaud you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I thank you for your double service.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for yours. Most
Thank you for
definitely.
being here. Thank you for having the courage to do this.
Yeah.
I remember the first time me and Joe did it, man, my knees were almost knocking. I mean, like I was nervous, I didn't want to mess up. Anyway, thank you for being here.
I hope to be here again, Doc.
And I can't wait for everybody to see your episode, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait, brother.
All right.
Yeah. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you, Cherry. And I hope nothing but the best for you in the future endeavors.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe, man. You too, bro. Thank you. I will be reaching out to you. Most definitely. Thank you for even lending that to me, bro. I can't wait to pick your brain, man.
Come on. That's what I do.
I'll help you learn. I'll help you grow. But I'm telling you right now, there's much better guys that I just check them out. I said I'll help you with anything growing. And I'm thinking, oh, there's Joe and Brian. There are all these great growers around you. It's like,
yeah,
she's covered. All right, Joe. Thank you, sir. Brian.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I thank all of our listeners for all the loves, all the shares. Welcome to season 3. Let's rock and roll. Cherry, don't be a stranger with me.
Hell yeah.
I will not. You know it, bro. I'm coming back.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We can do a recap. Go get some cool shit done and come back.
Yeah, come on back. Tell us about it.
I got you. Soon.
Go do some cool shit and come back and talk to us.
All right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Nice meeting y'all.
God bless.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.